All right, let's rock out some music history. Oh, through the bass!
All right, turn it up and let's light this fuse. This is Music History with Joey, and today we're blasting down the boulevard with one of the most cinematic rock anthems ever recorded, Hollywood Nights by Bob Seger. Now, when people think Seger, they think heartland rock, Michigan grit, factories, blue-collar poetry, not exactly palm trees and convertibles, but in 1978, Seger flipped the script and gave us a full-throttle rock and roll postcard from Los Angeles. Here's the backstory. Seger was out in LA finishing what would become the legendary album Stranger in Town. He's driving along Sunset Boulevard, jet-lagged, wide awake at some ungodly hour, and he sees this young Midwestern kid walking the strip. You know the look, fresh jeans, big dreams, no clue what he's in for. That image stuck with him. Seger later said he basically wrote the entire song in his head before he even got back to his hotel. And that's why Hollywood Nights feels like a movie. It's not just a song, it's a story arc. Small town boy, big city seduction, love, chaos, burnout. And here's something cool. That rapid fire vocal delivery in the verses, that wasn't typical Seger. He usually leaned into soulful phrasing, but here he almost spits the words out like he's trying to keep up with the city itself. It gives the song that breathless, neon-lit urgency. And now let's talk recording magic. That track was laid down with a Silver Bullet band absolutely firing on all cylinders. The engine of the song, those relentless drums and that driving guitar riff, was meant to feel like a car hurtling down the highway. And it works. You don't casually listen to Hollywood Nights, you ride it. Little known fact, this song was never actually released as a single in the United States at the time. Let that sink in for a minute. No official US single push. It still became one of Seger's most iconic tracks through album rock radio. DJs broke this thing wide open. Rock stations made it a staple. It peaked higher internationally than it did at home. Another cool twist, the female character in the song, the mysterious Hollywood woman, isn't glamorized. She's powerful, she's experienced, she changes him. Seger wasn't writing some fairy tale. He was writing about transformation, about how cities can chew you up and reshape you before you even realize it's happening. And speaking of reshaping, Stranger in Town was Seger stepping out of the Midwest shadow and into a national spotlight. The album also gave us Still the Same and old-time rock and roll, but Hollywood Nights was the adrenaline shot. It showed he could write beyond nostalgia, he could write speed, temptation, and consequences. One more nugget for you. Seger has said this was one of his favorite songs to perform live because that opening build, when that intro kicks in, the crowd knows it, it's instant ignition. No warm-up needed, man. And here's the deeper layer. Hollywood Nights isn't really about Hollywood. It's about ambition. It's about what happens when you chase something bigger than your hometown. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you don't even recognize yourself anymore at all. That's rock and roll, man. It's bright lights and long odds. It's the kid from the heartland staring down the skyline. And for 4 minutes and 53 seconds, you're right there with him. Top down, radio blasting, no breaks. So crank it loud, let it breathe, and remember every legend has that one night that changes everything. This is Music History with Joey, and those are your Hollywood Nights. Keep it sexy and keep it rocking. I'll see you on the next one.